How's it going? Galore Wrestling Figures here. Welcome to another video. Today I'm going to be reviewing something I've been waiting a long time for, and that is the CM Punk Diamond Select statue. Now on this channel I sort of only review figures, but because this is wrestling related, because it's CM Punk related, and because I've waited so long for it, I thought why not upload a review on this. Now I think the question you're probably all asking is, why did it take so long to get here? Well, there isn't sort of like an answer to it really, but the story behind this is that I pre-ordered this around Christmas time last year, so 2022, and this was originally revealed, I want to say August time last year, and I think it only sort of just came up for pre-orders around Christmas time, and so I thought why not pre-order this, and I paid £75 for this. And I got this from Derek's Toy Barn, and I'll explain in a minute why they're a good place to go to. I'll explain in a minute about that, but I pre-ordered this around Christmas time, as I say, and I think it said it's due around February, so I thought, oh, that's good. However, it came to February, and it still hadn't come. And then it just kept getting pushed back, and eventually, nearly a year later, it's here. And now, I'll say, I think the reason it's been delayed is because I've seen people in America, they've got theirs. They've had theirs for a couple of months now. I think because I'm in the UK, that might be why it's taking a bit longer to come. And at no fault was it Derek's Toy Barn's fault. I think it's more sort of the distributor taking a long time to get here. But I'm glad I've got it. And Derek's Toy Barn, a big thank you to them. They included this little card. Finally, thank you, Finn. Finn's my real name. Just a little thank you card. Derek's Toy Barn, very helpful throughout this whole thing, because they're the ones that made it possible to get this, but also they just always sort of kept me updated on what's going on, and overall just very helpful, and they packaged it well, and I think they only got this a couple of days ago, and sort of the next day it was here, so very helpful from Derek's Toy Barns. I've ordered off them before. I ordered an acrylic case for my CM Punk First Dance figure. I think I've shown it before. It's like an acrylic case. I think I paid £20 for it, but it's a good acrylic case. And I've ordered off them before. They're a great place to go to, so I recommend Derek's Toy Barn. And that's sort of the story. So now it's eventually here, why not review it? So the box was a bit too big sort of to fit in. The box is quite big, but it sort of won't fit in here. So I think I sort of need to change my how I record videos, so that's maybe something we'll have to look at. I think I need to change how I record videos. So that's sort of just everything else. So now let's get on to the review itself. So the review. So believe it or not, this does come with a couple of accessories. I'll show you one first. I'll just sort of put this back a bit. Couple of accessories. You do get a couple of chairs, and now these are sort of like AEW figure size. They're a bit bigger, but they don't. I'll show you that one in a second. This one don't close or anything, and it does actually have sort of screws there. So, and it's a bit sort of harder plastic, and I'll say maybe that's slightly different there, but it's. I think this is sort of just meant to go there, and the other one does go under the ring, but it's sort of like a good piece. I'm not too sure why they included them, but it's not too bad. So there's one of the chairs, and there's the other one. This is sort of folded down. It don't fold out, but it does look like an AEW figure chair, just slightly bigger. It does look quite good. This one, I'll show you in a sec, but it just slide under the ring, and this one's just meant to go there. So those are the accessories. And once again, I'm not sure how much it'd be now, but I paid £75 for this, and I think it was definitely worth it. So there's the accessories. So now, without any further ado, let's get on to the statue. So this statue, it's quite a weird one actually, because this attire he actually never wore. I think this is meant to be off when he sort of issued the dog collar match to MJF in AEW. But, because you do see the dog collar there, which I'll show in a second. However, when he did that, I remember he was just sort of wearing his normal clothes. This is in ring attire. And so I'm not too sure why they did it. However, another thing I've noticed, these kick pads here with sort of black trunks, he never wore. It's the same as AEW Fight Forever and a couple of renders. Black trunks with sort of these kick pads he never wore in ring, but it is sort of like a good attire. So I think I need to make that as a custom figure one day. Black trunks with sort of those blue kick pads. But yeah, and the shirt as well, he never wore it with this. So it's sort of like they've sort of mixed a few things together, but I do quite like it. So now I've just talked about that, I'll show you statue itself, and it is, before I show you it, I will say it is sort of like a hard material. I'm not an expert on this, but I want to say this is slightly softer. It's like a sort of like, I'm not sure what you'd say, like sort of like a hard, a little sort of like concrete material, would you say? Something like that. I think this is, I'm not too sure. I think this is PVC. And I think this may be like some sort of thinner version, but this is sort of like a thicker version, but this is sort of like fully heavy. So here it is itself, and it is quite big. I'll show you a figure compared to it in a second, well, later on. So here it is itself, the face scan. So mine has got a little scuff on the face there, I'm not bothered about that. So the face scan itself, they've included the grey hairs and made it slightly brown, which have done it well. And it does, you can definitely see CM Punk. The face, I'm not sure what to think about it. It's not the best, but it's not bad. So it is quite good. I know some people complaining about it, but I quite like it. Done that well, and it's sort of midway through talking. And the hair as well, slicked back, done that well. So now, the body itself, this is quite good as well. Did they include the necktie? Or is it? I don't think they did. It's weird. But yeah, the body itself. So so you can sort of see the shirt he wore. This is from when he returned, and this is sort of all sculpted on, which is good. Sort of just like that. So of course you see the best in the world AEW shirt there. Of course he has got a microphone as well because he's midway through talking, and I've sort of done the hands sculpted on well, so you ain't sort of fully holding the microphone if that focuses. And of course pointing as well, and they have done sort of the hands quite well, so what they've done with them. Wrist tape is sculpted on as well, which is good. And the tattoos, it's a bit like the LJN CM Punk figure that I got recently. Sort of the tattoos are big, so you can sort of see them better. Just there. And there. And also, he has got an elbow pad on. I think he only wore an elbow pad once in AEW when he returned at Collision. His return attire, it's sort of like a, I can't remember, I want to say an orange elbow pad. The only time he wore one, but he's quite good at the attire. Because he has got trunks on. I think these are meant to be his black trunks with sort of stars on, sort of the blue and red ones, but you can't really see them, but I think that's what they're meant to be. Skin tone's quite good as well, sort of done it quite well. Sort of see he's got trunks on. Knee pads are sort of, you know, not much to expect, but they are quite good. Of course, the kick pads as well. Sort of just holding this now, because if I put it there, you can't see it too well. Knee pads, they've sort of, or kick pads have done them quite well. I think that's sort of like the right blue as well. They finally nailed it right. So that's sort of the CM Punk. So now, the ring. I want to show you it now. This is meant to be some sort of ring. Sort of like on a little AEW ring. He has got the dog collar there. It doesn't move or come off or anything. But it does look quite good just there. Of course, you got some thumbtacks as well. And it's, you see they've sort of mixed everything together. But it does look quite good. And then this, I'm not sure what this is meant to be. If I show it there, it's meant to be like a little ring. It just says AEW. But it is sort of sculpted throughout. So you can see sort of like that. So it's sort of like, it's like it's an actual ring. It's like meant to be like that, but just a smaller version. And just AEW there, which looks quite well. And I think overall this sort of thing it's set on, it does look quite good. So I'll just show you that there, just from the top, what it looks like for a second. And I do really like what it's sat on. I think they obviously couldn't include a full ring, but it's sort of like a part of a ring, which is quite good. And that's sort of like white. It looks sort of like a bit blue, sort of, so it's more accurate to the ring, which isn't bad. And now, I think the thing I said I'll show as well is where the chair goes. So you can see sort of the ring skirt, or whatever this is meant to be, sort of is up slightly, and the chair just goes in like that. So you can't even see it now. But you pull it out, and you've got a chair. And then the other chair's meant to go there, wherever you want, really. But I don't even think I'd probably, when I display this, I don't even think I'll put the chair on it, underneath it. I think it's just better like this, to be honest. But I think that pretty much does it for the review. And because it isn't a figure, there isn't things like articulation to look at, and so it's sort of more just of a statue. And overall, I'm not going to rate this because it's a bit unfair to rate it, because it's more it's more figures you rate, and I don't really want to rate this because I don't have others to rate. But I know that there is a John Moxley one. I think that John Moxley one's already out, and there's a Sting, Chris Jericho, and Bryan Danielson one coming out, but I probably won't be getting those because there's a reason. I can't remember now, but the other ones they're making, I probably won't be getting those because I sort of only really want the CM Punk one. The others do look good, but it's not that I have the space, but it's just that I'd rather just get the CM Punk one. So then, even if I did have the others, the CM Punk one would still probably be the best one in my opinion. But I just feel like I only sort of really want this one. But I think that just covers that. But I'm not sure why I made that difficult to say. But I sort of just only want the CM Punk one. But I did say as well, I'll just show this real quickly. The size. There's a figure compared to it. And the head as well. See, this is sort of just bigger in general. But there's the size. So it is quite big. And while I'm at it as well, the LJN. There's the size as well. So it is quite big. And overall, I'm a big fan of this. I think, now, I'm not sure, I think I'd still probably pay £75 because I'm a CM Punk fan, and I'd say it's worth £75. But I think I want to say now I've seen places sell them for 55, so I think even if you can get them from that, I recommend it. And I've kept the box as well in case I ever want to put it back in the box to display, but I think I'll probably keep it loose like this. But as a whole, great statue, one I recommend. So once again, I want to give a big thanks to Derek's Toy Barn for helping me get this and just helping me throughout the whole of this. So a big thank you to Derek's Toy Barn. So I think that covers everything. Now I think I want the Supreme. While I'm at it now, the Supreme is due in the UK very soon. I've got one on pre-order, so I'm hoping I can get it soon. But I think that might be coming soon, so maybe keep your eyes out for that one. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.